All right, let's be real. How many times have you waited for motivation to kick in before doing something important? Maybe it's hitting the gym, studying, or finally starting that project. And how often does that motivation just disappear? It's not your fault. We've been told all our lives that motivation is the key to success. But here's the truth. Motivation is a liar. And today, I'm going to show you why self-discipline is the real game changer and how you can build it starting today. Let's start with the big problem. Motivation is unreliable. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel pumped, ready to take on the world. Other days, you feel like a potato. If you rely on motivation, your progress will always be inconsistent. Emotions change. So does motivation. Motivation is just an emotion, and emotions change like the weather. Imagine if you only brushed your teeth when you felt like it. Yeah, not a good look. Successful people don't rely on motivation. Think about top athletes, CEOs, or anyone crushing it in life. They don't wake up every day motivated. They wake up disciplined. So if motivation isn't the answer, what is? Self-discipline is basically your brain's override button. It's what makes you do the work even when you don't feel like it. Discipline equals consistency equals results. Imagine if you worked out only when you felt motivated. You'd have random workouts here and there and probably see no progress. Now imagine if you worked out every single day, even when you didn't want to. That consistency builds strength, endurance, and real results. The brain trick: action before motivation. Here's the hack. You don't wait for motivation. You start first, then motivation follows. Ever forced yourself to start cleaning and after a few minutes you actually got into it? That's how self-discipline works. Action creates momentum. Self-discipline equals freedom. A lot of people think discipline is restrictive, but actually it's the opposite. The more disciplined you are, the more control you have over your life. You're no longer a slave to your moods or distractions. All right, so how do you actually build self-discipline? Good news. Self-discipline is a skill, not a personality trait. And just like a muscle, you can train it. Here's how. 1. The 2-minute rule. Starting is always the hardest part. So trick your brain. Commit to just 2 minutes of the task. Most of the time, you'll keep going. 2. Make it easy at first. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start small. Want to wake up early? Start by setting your alarm 15 minutes earlier, not 3 hours. 3. Remove distractions and temptations. Willpower alone isn't enough. If your phone is a distraction, put it in another room while you work. Make discipline easier for yourself. 4. Create a system, not just a goal. Instead of saying, I want to write a book, create a system. I will write 500 words every morning at 8 a.m. Systems build habits, and habits build discipline. 5. Reward yourself, but smartly. Give yourself controlled rewards. For example, if I finish this task, I get 10 minutes of YouTube. But set a timer so you don't fall into a rabbit hole. At the end of the day, motivation is just a spark, but discipline is the fire that keeps you going. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one thing you've been waiting to feel motivated to do? Drop it in the comments and let's figure out how to get it done starting today. If this helped, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and remember, discipline wins every time. See you in the next one.